Chris Gale answered with a strategy, and the driver answered as well. I know 59, Denny's important to you, but to get 200 for Toyota, what's the significance of that?
Yeah, it's so big for everyone at Toyota. Joe Gibbs Racing, Progressive Toyota was just great there at the end. And so happy to get this victory, and my dad's not feeling well at home. So just shout out to him. The whole family's here, so fantastic day, and man, couldn't be better.
In honor of your dad, how do you continually find another level at age 44, Denny?
I mean, just step up. I mean, all I can do is just keep being a student of the game, keep trying to get better, and every week is a chance to get a little better.
What did your friend Bill Murray say to you right before the race? He came inside the car for a good little bit there.
Yeah, I just told him to talk to the guys behind me and make sure that they stay behind me the rest of the race, and so we made that happen. So, man, it's just a great victory. Love that Denny Tom flag poster right there is pretty good. And, you know, y'all can boo me, but you can either get on the bandwagon or you can get run over by it.
You still love the boos?
Bring them all.
Denny Hamlin welcomes the boos, but you know what? He delivers with win number 59 here, and he's advanced on to the round of 12 with a big win in St. Louis.
Ryan Blaney comes home in the 4th spot today. So first things first, you just went down and spoke with Kyle Larson, I'm assuming about the contact there at the end of stage 2, but what was that conversation?
I just wanted to know what I did to deserve it. He just said he made a mistake, you know, and yeah, that's fine, make mistakes, but like at the end of the day, I still got turned. He came from all the way on the bottom of the racetrack and hit me in the left rear. Like, I know he most likely didn't mean to do it, but it happened anyway, and so that's just one I got to remember. But I was happy we bounced back, like after getting turned around, and did a good job of kind of timing out where we need to be and having a good enough car to get back to fourth. So proud of the effort, appreciate Menards and Pennzoil Ford for a good day and a good recovery, and go on to Bristol next week.
I don't know if you're ever comfortable at Bristol, right? But at plus 42, what does that open up for you guys next week?
Yeah, I think just go have a decent race, you know. I think Bristol's been a place where we've gotten better as the last, like, 2 or 3 races there. I feel like we've gotten a little bit better there. So just try to keep improving at that racetrack little by little, and just go have a solid night.
Top 5 for the 12 today in St. Louis.
Yeah, let's get the other side of the story. Kyle Larson finishing 12th. We saw the conversation on the screen between you and Ryan Blaney. What was your side of the story in terms of the contact on track?
Yeah, I just told him I messed up. You know, I wasn't meaning to obviously go in there and hit him. I was just, the lap before I had got in there and got inside of him, you know, slid up, got to his door and got him tight and got to where I could race him down the front stretch, and was just trying to do that again, and was a little bit further back into 3 than I was the lap before, and just misjudged, you know, the point of where I wasn't going to get next to him and try to tuck in, and I just clipped him. So, yeah, all on me, but wasn't intentional at all. So I hope he understands that. Obviously, I hurt his day where you could have gained more points. But, yeah, all in all, I mean, outside of that, it was a great race for us. We had a great car. Just a restart when the 23 wasn't able to get going, kind of, you know, messed our, I think it messed our strategy up and whatnot after that. So that was unfortunate. But, yeah, proud of my team. Just a phenomenal race car, a place that we struggle at, style of track that we struggle at. So, yeah, looking forward to going to New Hampshire with this package and trying to, you know, build off of it and then, you know, just keep trying to do a good job in the playoffs and hopefully get to Phoenix, have a chance to race for a championship.
As we head to Bristol next week, you've won 2 of the last 4 there. You go in plus 60. What kind of day are you looking for out of the Coliseum?
Yeah, just, I mean, it'd be great to have day like the last 2 times there where we lead a bunch of laps and win the race, but you can never expect that. So everybody's always getting better, and we just got to try and go out there and execute like, you know, we did on Saturday, you know, here this weekend and last weekend, qualify up front, and then, you know, just hopefully the race will play out better in our favor, and we can, you know, just build on it.
Yeah, Marty backs up his Southern 500 win with a runner-up finish, but What a roller coaster of a day. Stage one, then you had the incident with Suarez, flat spot of your tires, multiple left rear issues, then your rebound here. What was the strength and the weakness of this team today?
Yeah, I would say that our strength was our speed. We had a really, really good just fast first shops Toyota. Our weakness was just the sloppiness, right? Whether it was me behind the wheel or obviously pit road, I don't know what the left rear issue was, but yeah, great recovery. You know, James did an amazing job of just doing something different to kind of get us up there, and would have loved to obviously battle up there and, you know, potentially try to beat everybody's favorite driver for Toyota's 200th win. But yeah, just was at a tire deficit there, and you know, I thought our car, for, you know, having the tire deficit and everything else, it showed just how good it was. So yeah, just thankful again, you know, to Coach and Toyota and obviously Johnny and JP Morris, everybody at Bass Pro Shops. This thing is a dream to drive. I mean, a year ago, if you would have told me I would have been disappointed with second, I would have told you you're crazy. And you know, just today and how much speed we've had kind of week in and week out, it's been a lot of fun.
Top two finishes to start the playoffs. Bristol's next week. I know you're full throttle. What's the expectation there?
Yeah, I feel like we can go there and win. You know, it's a great racetrack for me, you know, typically in the past, and was really strong for us, honestly, earlier this year. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know, Darlington's the only track that I can think of we've actually went as a team for the second time, and Bristol will be the second time we get to do that. So hopefully we can back it up.
Joey Logano, and it winds up being a terrific day for the 22 team. Winds up 5th, and now plus 21 above the cut line. We welcome in Joey Logano to the post-race show. So, Joey, did the day play out as well as you thought it might when the race started?
Yeah, I mean, it was another solid day here in St. Louis. We got a cool little top 5 streak going here, but you know, proud of the Hunt Brothers Pizza Mustang team. You know, had a shot at it. You know, I thought you know, lost control on the restart there to the 11, and then I was able to, you know, stay with them and thought we might have a chance of getting them on the cycle there, and we just weren't able to cycle in front of them, and then just couldn't really go in that final restart, just lost the balance on it. So overall, I'm proud of the team. Team did a good job. They executed the first 2 races really good on pit road, and Paul called a really good race today and put us in position to try to win it. So just got to be a little faster. That was kind of the bottom line. Just missed a little bit of speed on the first few laps of a restart.
Joey, I know that you've won at every type of racetrack that we race on, but it seems like when you come to this style of track, you're able to dig down and get something that out of yourself, out of your car, that a lot of other drivers can't do that. Is there something just about this style of track and racing that you embrace?
I think some of it's the cars kind of fit this style track. I think the other thing is you get to use your feet. You know, like these other tracks these days, you're into gas so much, you're not getting to do as much inside the car with your feet and working the brake pedal and doing different things, moving around the racetrack, doing the, you know, working your tires differently. It's kind of goes back to the old car a little bit more when you come to a track that you got to slow down a little bit more, and you're not, it's all about momentum, and that's what this racetrack's about. You know, you look at 1 and 2, and you know, there's 10 different ways you could run it, and you can do the same in 3 and 4. So it's a fun racetrack to get around. Tough because everybody's running about the same speed out there, so it's really tough to pass, but definitely a lot of options on the racetrack.
Joey, I hate to do it to you, but what have you done for me lately? We got to go to Bristol next week.
I know.
And, you know, you had a good solid day today, 5th most points earned today. I could see some tension in your face before the race. How do you feel now that this is over and now you're heading to Bristol?
A little better than I did this morning, but not that great either. So, you know, Bristol's a lot of what ifs, right? We talk about the tire, we talk about the temperature there and how it falls off. If it doesn't fall off, there's a lot of unknowns going into next weekend. On top of what Bristol always brings with the you know, potential of big wrecks. So I feel better than we did going into today. You know, the hope was to leave here plus 20 over the cut line. I think we're 21. So, you know, accomplished that goal. Wish it was a win, but overall, we did what we had to do today to set ourselves up in a better spot, right? It's all about just getting to the next round. That's all we got to do. So that's, you know, we'll do our best shot to do that in Bristol next week.
Yeah, plus 21's a whole lot better than -1, Joey. You're on the right side of that line.
Yeah, or -3 where we were. So
yeah, -3. Yeah,
definitely
good
better.
point.
Yeah,
good
that
point.
number was stuck in my. I remember that number in my mind. So.
I tried to give you 2 points, Joey.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. If anyone says they don't think about it, they're crazy. Of course you do.
Of course you do. Hey, congratulations on a very, very solid day for you and Paul
All
Wolf
right.
and the 22 team.
All right, thanks, guys.
3rd place run for Chase Elliott today on a day that I think started with some optimism. Is this exactly kind of what you expected from the 9 today?
Well, I had hopes that was in the realm of possibility, but first off, just want to apologize to Josh and the 21 team. I had no intention of getting into him. I've known those guys my whole life, so I just hope that they at least know it wasn't anything intentional, and known Josh for a long time too. So just want to make sure those guys know that I feel terrible about that. I felt terrible about it right when it happened, and wish I could take it back. But unfortunately that transpired. But beyond that, really proud of our effort. I thought we had really good pace in our Napa Chevy today, and was able to be on good offense and put ourselves in some good spots throughout the course of the race. Had good restarts and got ourselves up there in the mix. So we probably weren't the very best, but I thought we were really close, as respectable as we've been in some time, in my opinion. So hopefully we can carry that forward to Bristol next week and be a fun one to do it at.
Good day for Chase Elliott, third today.
Austin Dillon comes home in the 18th position. That does not tell the whole story. I know you didn't have the car you wanted during the race, but I want to talk about that bold call by Richard Boswell to keep you out before the end of stage 2, get some stage points. Just how much trust do you have in this team and the kind of decisions they're making?
Well, we executed with what we had, the best we had. 18th was the best we were all day. The stage 2 stage points were huge to keep us in this fight. At one point, myself, Kyle, and Ty were dead last back there, and got to apologize to Ty and Colleague. If I want to spin out under anybody, it ain't him. It's any of these other cats. I would rather have done that too. So I feel like I look like an idiot doing that, but our cars were just terrible. We had no grip on entry, couldn't do anything, and luckily we ran long, and we got the car a little better on the long run. We could leave it less fuel at the end when we had the long run there. So took 2, and we did all we could to get 18th. So it's just unfortunate, I thought we were going to be a little better going into these 2 races, and we just kind of missed it today. But the fight gives us a shot at Bristol. If we can nail Bristol, we've got a chance. We got to have some things go our way, but looking forward to Bristol and do all we can again to try and transfer.
You leave here minus 11 to the cut line. Lost a couple of points, but you did not bleed points, which is a big deal. And so for you, do you consider this a net positive walking away from this track?
I'm very happy with the execution. I'm fortunate that our car wasn't any good. We put ourselves in a little hole at Darlington as well. But we executed much better here than we did at Darlington to salvage what we have. And I'm more positive about Bristol. We ran 10th there earlier this year, so hopefully things are similar and we can make it a little better.
And Ross Chastain comes home in the 24th position. I know not what you wanted out of the day. Some of that was just strategy and how things shook out. So how would you summarize the one team's day today?
A little too slow, Kim. Our Busch Light Chevy, even from the start, couldn't compete with the leaders. So I thought for most of the day we were around a 10th place car, and then a bad restart, and then the caution coming out trapping a slap down. So magnified it. We were I thought a 10th place car. So we need more. We want more. It didn't feel good getting past early in the race, but we got a chance going to Bristol.
As you head into Bristol, you will be plus 19 to the cut. Is that comfort? Is that uncomfortable? Is that kind of a neutral spot?
Well, it's 19 better than not. I don't know what it is. It's I go and prepare the same I would if we had won the last 2 races. I can't try any harder. I can't drive the DIL any better. We're doing what we think is best, and we're going to put our best foot forward when we get out there to Tennessee.
Shane Van Gisbergen comes home in 25th today. Another one that had a little bit of an eventful day today, but how would you evaluate your first trip here?
Yeah, you summed it up pretty up and down. We had good points of the race, and then I made a couple of errors, and we kind of struggled in traffic there, and then when we fixed the traffic, it made it too loose, and I spun. So, it was a tough one, but I felt like, we're 15th, 25th place guy, and but that's just not enough in the playoffs,
What do you have to do next week at Bristol as far as just getting yourself in a good spot?
Just have a good day, try and get stage points, try and be up there all the time, and it was a tough track for us, so it's going to be a battle, that's for sure, but I'm going to have a crack anyway.
Thank you. Cheers. Tyler Reddick is plus 37 headed to Bristol. Kind of an up and down day, it seemed like, but how would you evaluate a 16th place result?
Yeah, just average. I'm surprised we're plus 37, honestly. Didn't get stage points and just had mistakes and just, a typical day for us this year, it seems like.
Going to Bristol next week, what's on your radar as far as what you need to do ultimately just to get out of there and on to the next round?
Well, with plus 37, if we run about as good as we normally do there, we should be able to barely squeeze by. So we never want to run that bad at a place that we're going to. But, with plus 37, we're afforded to miss it a little bit. And, that's something we've been fighting at Bristol. So we've been working hard on it. Plus 37, we can really try some things and figure out what it is we've been missing at Bristol.
Tough day today, but courtesy of that good run last week at Darlington, they're still in a good spot headed to Bristol. 7th place finish today for Christopher Bell. I'm curious your thoughts on today, because it seemed like you had a really, really good race car. The points gain is a positive, but how would you evaluate ultimately a 7th place run today?
I just think we're underperforming. Clearly the JGR Camrys are amazing, and I don't know. I mean, our team cars are really good, and I felt like I had what I needed to race with them, and we're finished 7th, and they finished 1 too. So I honestly think that the cars are as fast as I've had in my Cup career, and just not getting results out of it. So that's a bummer. But on a lighter note, we obviously had a good points day, and we're able to increase our buffer to the cut line, which is really good. I think from that standpoint, mission accomplished. And yeah, we had a great DeWalt Camry. Just didn't get the finish that we probably should have and could have.
It only gets tougher from here, of course. So how do you change that narrative? How do you guys get the finishes that you deserve?
Oh, I mean, we got all the tools in the toolbox. Our teammates are killing it right now. And so we got everything we need to go do it. We just got to go do it.
Thanks, Christopher.
Yeah, Marty, rough 2 weeks for Josh Berry. What happened, and what does this mean for your team?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was a chaotic restart back there after everybody pitted, and checked up a little bit to try to stay off Joey and the 38, and the 9 got a run and kind of slid in there, and it looked like it got a little loose and slid up into us. So I'm gonna be honest, Chase and that team have done a lot for me, and I really doubt that was on purpose. Just wrong place, wrong time for us again, and it's obviously unfortunate, but just want to thank everybody at Wood Brothers Racing and Motorcraft, Quick Lane, all our partners, everybody at Ford. We'll just go to Bristol and try to do the best we can and put ourselves in position to race for a win, and that's really all we can do at this point.
Really solid day for Bubba Wallace. Finishes 8th, but you won stage 2, so you banked a playoff point there. What are the positives you walk away from today with?
Yeah, I think the biggest positive is if you'd have told me at a stage win, all the stuff you just said yesterday after I got out of the car, I'd have said no way. I was not happy with the car, I just wasn't happy with the day, but this was the track out of all the 10 that I had circled where I was like, this one could be the deal breaker for us. But we were able to execute, put our heads together, and just had a good solid day today, so really appreciate that effort. Pit crew rebounded really, really nice from last week, so they're putting in the work, seeing the results. Appreciate that. But just all in all, I guess a good, solid, uneventful day. So, we'll take that. Plus 15 in Bristol, one of my favorite tracks. Excited for that, and pumped for Toyota's 200th win. Wish it was us, but all in all, a good day.
Will you be happy in Bristol with another uneventful day, as you put it?
Yeah. My career has been pretty eventful, so the more uneventful things I have, I will gladly take. But, looking forward to Bristol. It's going to be a lot of fun. Saturday night, one of the best races of the year. So, run really well there last year, too. So, a lot of positive, a lot of momentum for us, and just got to keep executing. So, proud of the 23 team. Let's keep it going.
Austin Cindric finishes 19th. It seemed that was more of a product of strategy than anything. Would you agree, and how do you kind of come to terms with that?
Yeah, no, it's a frustrating day just because we were in position to get stage points in both stages, and I thought our car was plenty good enough to run inside the top 10. So just a shame not to capitalize. I mean, that's a lot of points left on the table. So, you got to be able to execute better than that to advance through the rounds. But positive takeaways, I mean, we didn't lay an egg or anything. I mean, we still have speed in the cars. Just got to keep progressing forward, especially if we want to advance through rounds further than this one. So would have loved to have a better buffer going into Bristol, but we'll go fight it out. And I appreciate everyone's hard work, just not the day we wanted.
Let's talk about that buffer. Before the race, you told me anything less than 20 was going to be nerve-wracking headed to Bristol. You're at plus 11, so how are the nerves?
I guess 1 point worse than they were today.
11th today for William Byron, another car that was inside the top 10 for a lot of the day and then kind of was up and down there at the end. But how would you sum up the result ultimately for you guys today?
Yeah, not where we want to be, but I think this weekend overall was definitely better here than we've been. A lot more potential. Just couldn't get the balance, Just felt like we were kind of struggling with the balance all weekend, and that was just a bummer because we thought we had pace, so we just couldn't really use it because we couldn't get the keep the front tires going. So yeah, it was just tough, but I think stage 3 we got better, and then we lost track position, so we had to really battle our way back. And honestly, that third stage we did okay to kind of get back towards the front, but yeah, just not what we needed, but seems like we're okay on points. So yeah, we'll just try to go next week and improve and get better.
Yeah, plus 39 headed to Bristol. Does that feel safe?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It can never be safe, right? You don't want to wreck lap 2, but you just go there and try to have a normal weekend. And yeah, we just need to kind of go there and perform. So try to be better than we've been these last 2 weeks.
24 is in a good spot headed to Bristol next week. Boy, it was a up and down day for Alex Bowman, to say the least. Ultimately, he's going to come home in 26, but maybe did have a shot to be much better than that. How do you sum up the effort today and ultimately the result too?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of effort, right? Like everybody at Hendrick Motorsports works extremely hard, and got a lot of people that work their butts off that deserve a lot better showing than that. So super frustrating. You know, I thought we overcame the first deal pretty well, and unfortunately that second deal happened. So just got to keep digging, right? Like that's all we can do is go to Bristol with our Ally 48 team and try to be strong there. Certainly has been an incredibly frustrating 2 weeks, and just a lot of stuff going on that shouldn't on our end. So yeah, got to go be better. Bristol's been a good track for us. So yeah, I think we're plenty capable of going and doing the job there. I thought we were the second best car there in the spring. So hopefully we can go there and finish the job.
On a positive note, I mean, it seemed like the car today had pace, and you guys did a lot of things right. Does that at least give you a little bit more confidence heading into these next races that it can be done?
Yeah, I mean, definitely confident going to Bristol. Hard to sit here and be super positive about things, but yeah, I thought our car, once it had some air on the nose, was reasonable. It wasn't amazing, but it was better than we've been here in the past. Unfortunately, like, you just tune your car for the front half of the field, and then you restart dead last on the last restart, and you are miles too tight. Like, the worst car drove past me getting in the corner and turned, and I'm sitting there plowing because we're set up to be further forward. So yeah, just not amazing there, but yeah, we just got to keep digging. That's all we can do.
48 will head to Bristol in what is likely a must-win next week.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports. If you enjoyed what you just watched, well, it's time to bring the action and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel. You can have it all: news, highlights, interviews, and analysis. So go for it.